we got to go through a lot of product change to kind of keep you abreast what's going on. With that said, these products that are on your screen are all going through a generation change. We have an evolution of a lot of products, motor protection breakers, contactors, overloads, and some other devices. This is a new contactor being launched. It's a 100E style. This now goes down to 9 amps, and when it's finished, it'll go all the way up through 2,600 amps. The advantage to this product is the electronic coils. So they could be AC, DC, which is nice for the panel builders, right? And they have a very wide voltage range. So it's a very accurate product. This is probably going to be the new contactor going forward, especially like people who are machine designers, OEMs. This would be the product that you're probably going to want to start to focus on in the future. This is a new relay, 700 EF, okay? So has the same features as the 100E contactor, electronic coils, whatnot. If you used our previous products, the 100Cs or the 700 CFs, they're not going away, okay? We're actually offering both products today. But if you're doing safety contactors or safety relays, this is important. The C version is being obsoleted entirely, okay? So all safety products will go to the E-style products. This is a new motor protection circuit breaker. The 140Ms have been around for a long time, 20 years or so. This is a new version. It's an MT version. It's the same form factor. However, the parts are not interchangeable. The reason we did this is to get higher short circuit ratings. So this product can give us 65K at 480, which is what they were shooting for. So just kind of review, the C frame on the 140M has been changed. The D frame on the 140M has been changed, but the F frame is not leaving us yet. Okay, so that one is still active. And then if you use the 140U D9 breaker on an output of a frequency drives, that's the only place that product gets applied. That also is going through the transition stage as well. So we're calling that a 140UT-D frame. So you guys know we probably went through some overload changes, right? So the E1 Plus has been around for quite a long time. That has been phased out for the most part. So the E100 is a new transition. So now we're actually offering 3 overloads. We have the E300 for customers who do Ethernet or DeviceNet. We have the E200, and then we have the E100, which is now our simplest solid-state overload. One thing, though, you will need to take note on this, anything above 100 amps, you will have to have 3 current transformers, okay? This product, as a direct mount, 20 to 100 amps is the max. Anything above that, up to 800 amps, you will need 3 current transformers at the proper ratios, right? Whether they're Allen Bradley's or other brands, that's up to you. This is a new timer, the 700 FEs and FSs. I know a lot of the OEM customers like to use these. This is a timer that mounts right on the DIN rail. There's no sockets, okay? These are going through a transition as well as we speak. So they just announced this. So I would assume somewhere in the next 6 months, we'll start to see these new models in inventory. And this is the 700 FS version. This is the one that can do double pole or single pole. It's a little bigger. It's got 12 timing modes in it. Power supplies, right? We offer a lot of power supplies. Sometimes it's how do you choose the right one? Because we have 5 families of power supplies. But the XLE is really our workhorse, the 1606 XLE, and it went through a redesign in the last year or so. And new series change. You'll see the new skin color. And we added some new styles. You guys are hearing me okay back there? because I can't tell. So, all right, so we're now offering some units that have built-in redundancy. So if you're doing redundancy or hot backup, you don't need to add the third box. You don't need the redundancy module, right? You can now take two power supplies and connect them to the same load. We're offering you choices on terminals. This is different, right? We only offered the screw terminal, and I know a lot of you didn't like the way the terminals were arranged. We had power and control kind of mixed, top and bottom. So what they did is they did separate the power to the bottom and all the control at the top now. Okay, but these units now you can see you can get screw terminal, a removable plug, or a spring clamp. And coming down the future will be a push-in version using a push-in terminal technology. This is a product we get a lot of interest in. This is our new 24-volt DC electronic circuit protector. Okay, so it's basically it's a breaker. And this product is designed for strictly 24-volt DC applications. It's configurable. You can use a power module, and then the protective circuits. You can select those based on what ampacity you need, and you can do a single or a two circuit on one module. Okay, and they have multiple color LEDs on them. The LED is actually the reset also. So if you had to reset it, you just push the button. So okay, this product's been going over really well. And anybody doing 24 volt, this is much better than using a breaker or a fuse. Okay, it's much more accurate and much quicker. This would be a scenario where you could install that, like ahead of a PLC or whatnot, on the back side of the power supply. So we'll talk about connected enterprise, right? That's been a Rockwell thing for a long time, and we are really one of the leaders in the industry in that. And part of a connected enterprise is smart machines. Customers who are building machines, you guys know you get demands from a lot of your customers now. They want more, right? They need more information. I need better production. I need better feedback. I need better maintenance control. Well, this is the type of thing that a smart machine does for you. So what is a smart machine, right? You get real-time data. You get information, knowledge and analytics, and optimizing, production, right? Optimized production is always the goal. So with that, a lot of our sensor products have been updated in the last few years, typically using the IO Link technology, which, all the sensor manufacturers support, right? But we've basically revised a lot of our existing sensors and put the IO chips in those over the last few years, and it's going to be expanded. Any new product that comes out, there'll be basically IO Link right out of the box. So this is our proc switches, our photo eyes, and I'll show you some other slides here where we've added many, many new products. All these new products have IO Link embedded now. The DC circuit protector I just showed you has IO Link. We now have the IO Link and a stack light, right? So we're really moving forward in the technology. We're kind of the late player, but we're catching up fast, right? With better technology, we think, than our competitors are bringing to the market. Don't forget about connection systems, right? Nothing works unless it's wired, right? So we offer all types of connection systems, which most of you should be aware of. And then if you want to do Ethernet, right, that's really the path forward with us. Device net's pretty much a dead issue anymore. Can't be supported. There's no more chips for a device net, right? So if you are a device net customer, this would be something you would want to look at, is migrating into a new network. These are other intelligent devices as well that have been recently launched. Some of these are on display over here at the automation area as well. And then I did mention about the 856T stack light. This is one of our new showpiece products in the last 2 years. It replaced that 855. And this unit is super bright, right? Customers just love the brightness. It's 9 times brighter than the previous product. So when you're looking for illumination, visualization, this is the ultimate stack light that we can offer you. 70 millimeters in diameter. So what they did is they added a new piece to the puzzle. So now we have an IO Link module. And you can take your existing stack lights now and put them on IO Link if you choose. Okay? Has a vibration sensor in it, up to so many Gs. And basically that's just going to tell you that, I may have mounted it in the wrong place. Right? Maybe I stuck it on a conveyor that's shaking too much, and maybe I should have moved it. Okay? Or maybe I got to put shock absorbers on. So, And that's my last slide. We're down to 3 minutes. Thank you very much for coming to the show. I wanted to leave a few minutes open. We have about 3 or 5 minutes here. If you guys have any questions, I'll be glad to answer anything you have. Anybody? Told you it wasn't going to be technical. I just had to kind of breeze through this. Yeah. Yes, Scott. Plastic of the housing? I don't know if the plastic of the housing is actually any different than the 855 was. That I don't know. They're basically all still polycarbonate for the most part. Yeah. So, any other questions? Okay. Well, thank you all very much for coming and enjoy the show.